What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building. Listen, this time, honey, I'm back with a Love and Marriage Huntsville Extra, honey. Honey, I just want to see what the people think of Love and Marriage Huntsville so far. Because Love and Marriage Huntsville, honey, has been good. Yes, they have been giving us some good TV. So, honey, without further ado, honey, let's listen to what the fans of the show think about what's going on, okay? So one person says, Tisha's anger towards Mel is so misplaced and it's draining to watch. Tisha picks at anything Mel says but was on mute when everyone else spoke. Yeah, especially since Stormy was calling her man, honey, the B word, honey. Mel got a that soul. Like, Mel think that she is so much better than everybody. She think that she is better than me and my soul. Another person says Tisha is extremely jealous of Mel. Pay attention to Tisha's styles, including her hair. She has mimicked everything Mel has done. Pay attention. Listen, okay? I done told y'all. Now the people is telling y'all, okay? Another person says, I agree. Martell is quick to define Melody's business acumen. I think they mean defend Melody's business acumen. That's the area he still admires about her. Another person says Melody's exit from the meeting was everything. I know that's right, Mel. Mel catches flights, not feelings. I know that's right. Another person says, at first I thought Tisha had a reason to be mad at Mel, but nope, she don't. She seems to be jealous of the strength that Mel has. Another person says, Tisha is definitely scared of Stormy. I remember when Stormy told her to get active and she just sat there. Yep. Another person says, I think Tisha's jealousy of Melody is Melody's freedom from her terrible marriage. I think Tisha wished she had the strength to leave her husband like Mel did. I think she feels like Mel left her behind because they were friends at one point, but Mel grew out of the things that were connecting them, which was somewhat of that terrible marriage that they were both in. Mel has blossomed where Tisha is still in the shadows of her husband. I know that's right, honey. Another person says, Tiffany knew Big Lou didn't want another baby. Okay. Yeah, she did know that, honey. Another person says, I love Mel and Martell teaming up. But it's too bad, honey. It's too bad that Hook-headed, he has ruined the trust, honey, okay, with his co-parent, honey, Miss melodyshari, okay? I noticed he was quiet, though, you guys, in the meeting when she spoke. So, what do y'all think that's about? Y'all think he trying to be on his good behavior, honey? That way he could get, a conversation going, honey, with Miss melodyshari. I still notice how he was like looking her up and down. Honey, I know you want to hit that again, honey. You want to put baby number 5, honey, up in that oven. But it ain't gonna happen, okay? Another person says, Kimmy is really getting on my nerves. Tisha and Marsha are toxic individuals. Not Marsha. Who said that? Everybody is calling him a lady. I'm a lady. That reminds me of Shanae. You look toe up from the flow up and almost made me throw up. Okay? Oh my goodness. Another person says Marsala, not Marsala, honey. Marsala and Tisha trying to get free advice on what to do with their next event. Shout out to Tisha. They knew nothing about the sponsorship until Melody brought it up and they wanted to run with it. Yeah, and run off with folks' money. Okay, don't forget that part right there. Another person says, I chuckled the entire time Mel ate Marceau up. Another person says, I hope Mel and Martell keep their construction boots on Marceau's neck all season long. He's so smug and misogynistic and a liar. Another person says, some of us haven't realized that Kimmy doesn't invite anyone new to important small group gatherings. That's why she didn't invite Nell and Chris. The prior season, she did it to Tiffany, Lou, Stormy, and Courtney, and Destiny. She and Maurice is fighting for camera time. That's why she loved to say us Core 6 bring magic to the show and try to keep the comeback group LLC active. It's not like her and Maurice are doing any nonprofit work. Kimmy knows Nell and Chris would bring more to the table than she and Maurice. Plus, Nell and Chris are more successful. Also, Nell is brought on as a friend of Mel, which means Kimmy is no longer needed to shoot the scenes one-on-one with Mel. Oh, child, y'all so shady. What y'all think of that? Lastly, where is the house Maurice was supposed to build for Kimmy? We haven't heard anything about that house for a few seasons. That storyline ended with no follow-up. Child, you could blame that on the rest of these reality shows because the people, people love saying, honey, they building a house and we don't ever see the end of it, okay? Another person says Auntie Nell looked like she had a little afternoon delight with Fletch. I know that's right. Get it, Auntie. Get it. Get it, Miss Nell. That's why that wig was looking like that. Okay. Another person says, remember when Tisha was seeing the dialect coach? What happened to that? I thought that was interesting and would like to see more of that. I remember that coach said to her, just because your speech is different doesn't mean you're not smart or something like that. I like that sentiment and was excited to watch that journey. Now we all giggle because she is a villain who can't pronounce expo, LOL, Lord. Go back to the speech coach. Tisha, you got a docile. Like, don't talk about my speech. I do the best that I can. Another person says Tisha will never be cool with Mel because she hates that Mel demands and gets the respect from the men that she will never get from Marceau. Another person says Tiffany is one of those individuals that will cry to get what she wants. And another person says Kimmy is getting more and more annoying. She wants to give main character energy, but she is a sidekick at best. Another person says, I love when Mel told Marceau, what if I say something about your fraud case? Another person says, Letitia knows that Mel is beautiful, intelligent, but what Letitia can't go toe-to-toe with Marceau, and Melody does it effortlessly. Plus, Marceau engages with her and is in awe of her, and Letitia hates it. So she gets mad at whatever Melody has to say. That's a good point. Another person says Tisha's dislike for Mel was very apparent in this episode. Now Stormy calls your husband a bitch for the second time in your presence, and you were on the mute challenge. Not the mute challenge, but as soon as Mel said how the event was unorganized, you take offense and have something to say. SMH, Tisha needs to take several seats. Marceau is going to run up on the right one with his sassy mouth and catch them hands. I'm just saying. And it's very apparent that Mel was the brains in the Holtz relationship. Yep. Another person says when Martell told Marceau to throw that ass, I swear the whole state of Texas heard me holler. Oh. Another person says if she wanted feedback, then she should have had the town hall with more of the actual participants. That's a good idea. Could have invited some of them back. Another person says the funniest part was Miss Nail's wild hair. It kept changing every time the camera switched back to her from Kimmy, but it still looked a mess and it was hilarious. Yes, it did. I was like, take that shit off your head and stop playing, honey. Okay. Another person says Chris ought to let the powers that be handle Martell. Chris has done the friend thing enough for Martell. Fred needed to stay out of Chris and Martell's business. Chris let Fred know they weren't that close and shut Fred up. Yeah, I heard that. Another person says Tisha's husband was definitely wrong to be coming for Melody because she's able to have multiple streams of income that are actually successful compared to his business ventures, which is black, chocolate in a bottle, and the 47 acres that hasn't had anything on it. Ooh, child, y'all is shady, but Miss Robinson, honey, is here for it. Listen. Another person says Tisha was way too quiet for someone to have 85% in ownership, and plus she was on her phone entirely too much. She was at a business meeting. Yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, I don't think she's taking notes. Her husband never lets women speak because he's so busy thinking of his comebacks that he really doesn't want to hear the advice that is being provided. That's right. Child. Another person says Stormy was looking for a fight. Marceau handled her attitude perfectly. He matched her energy. And she was just mad that he wouldn't react the way she wanted him to. Another person says Stormy tested Tisha a while ago to see if she was all mouth or not. Now she's just been pushing the limits, disrespecting Tisha and her husband in her face. Mel don't even do that until she's pushed for the 45th time. But one person who ain't scared to dig in Marceau, BBL, is Martell. The big ass suits comment had me cracking up. Yeah, that was good. Not the BBL, honey. Okay. Not the BBL. Another person says Mel was clapping back left and right. I loved every bit of it. The Scotts are still salty that Mel did not participate and help out with their event. They were counting on Mel to speak. Yeah, they wanted to use her. They know that Mel's milkshake brings all the boys and girls to the yard. My milkshake. Okay, absolutely. Oh, child, this is so funny. Child. Another person says the Scotts were never going to invite the Fletchers to the expo. Chris Fletcher is the top real estate agent in Huntsville. Kimmy is also a real estate agent, but she don't move houses like Chris. They would never shine light on his successful business because it would take away from Maurice and Kimmy. If they were smart, they would try and work with Chris since they have a closing company now. Chris could use them to close, dummies. That's a good point. Another person says Stormy is the new Destiny, always in conflict and is so unnecessary. Another person says Tisha is jealous of Mel. She wishes she had the courage to leave that nothing ass ninja. Another person says Marceau wants Melody so bad, that's why Tisha stays mad whenever Mel enters the room. And I'm sorry, but when Marceau called himself a bad bitch, I was like, yes, honey, the baddest in the room. You better own it. Child. They is clowning the people, honey. Okay, I am here for all of this. Okay, listen. Another person says, I'm glad that Martell takes up for Melody when it comes to business. She knows her business and Tisha tries so hard to be important, but she's not. As for Maurice, he talked all that mess to Kimmy before going to the meeting about how he felt some kind of way about Marceau. Then when he gets there, he talks at others who are telling the truth about Marceau. And Kimmy is fake. Child, y'all need to watch how y'all write these sentences. Listen, okay? 2 words, summer school, okay? It can be in session whenever you want. Another person says Marso and Tisha want to do the Black Expo alone going forward because it's a money grab for the scammers. If anyone else involved, they can't pocket the sponsorship money like they did. I don't know what vendor would participate considering Marso does not value businesses in sales. Yeah, that's true. Okay, that is true. But honey, listen, that's all I got. That's all I got for y'all. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.